Hello and welcome to another edition of the Gravestone Pros here in North Country Memorials. I am so glad that you're joining us today. It is going to be a great day. My son Champion and I are going out on the road and we're going to get some stones cleaned. These stones have been sitting under a big pine for years and they are dirty. As my 12-year-old son finds out today, it's not always easy or clean to get things clean. But we did a great job and had some pretty good result. It's going to be a good one, so come along! So we got a bunch to do here. You just lift that up and put it in there, okay?
Okay.
Okay. He might need a hand from me for that. But he did already get some of the extra hoses put in. He got the cleaning D2 in there. He's got the brushes. Oh, look at him go. We are set. So I'll help him get this loaded. We'll grab that big hose there. He said he needed help with that. And then we will be on our way for some cleaning. Alright, Champion, we just stopped at the gas station and filled up. What did we learn about at the gas station, bud?
That you put non-ethanol gas in smaller engines.
Non-ethanol versus ethanol fuel. And what's the mechanism for how they breathe?
The carburetor?
Carburetor versus 3 letters.
I don't remember.
Electronic fuel injection. EFI. So we're learning all kinds of stuff. That's the good thing about being 12 and being on the road working with Dad. That's how we learn. We made it here, Champion. What do we got to do now?
Find water.
Where's the water?
Right there.
Oh, it's like I parked right next to it. You want to see if it's on?
Yes.
All right, let's check and see. We got water, folks. All right, turn her off. Well, that's a good sign. We got water, which means we can do this job. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to do the whole thing today. Yeah, look at this. This isn't one we're doing, but you can see underneath this beautiful pine, it just gets stuff dirty. So that's how it goes. Okay, this one here, this one here, this one here, and that one. So,
yeah, this is a massive job.
So that shows you which ones gotta be done. So Champion, we gotta stretch hoses. What else we gotta do?
We gotta get the power washer out.
Get the power washer out. Get everything over here and get going on them. So, should we time lapse this job?
Yeah.
All right. Start the time lapse. So as we take it away here, I'll give just a little bit of voiceover. One of the big things when you are cleaning a stone and when people see the power washer, they get really nervous. And I always like to say, if you're cleaning and you don't know a lot about stones and that kind of stuff, power washer is probably not a smart idea. Depending on the kind of stone you got is going to make a big difference. If you're dealing with marble, power washing is not the way to go. Hand scrubbing and other cleaners that are going to be safe on marble is going to be the best choice. But on this, we can power wash. This is good quality granite. You're not going to hurt the stone. You see in some of the shots we take and we get super close up and it is not affecting or damaging anything to do it. So you can power wash on granite. You cannot power wash on marble. So be careful. Man, I love seeing, look at that dirt just fly off of there. And then once we start stain removing, it just is amazing how clean we can get it. Now, as we're watching, we're watching a lot of the time-lapse footage here. It is crazy how fast it looks going through. When you slow it down and you see it in real time here, you get a little better sense of how long it really takes to do this. We were on this job for literal hours. I think it was almost 3 hours to do this job. And so you do get a little more of a sense of that. as you're watching this in real time, seeing how long it takes to clean. Guys, I just wanted to take a second to say thank you so much. Since we started this channel, we have gotten 4,200 plus subscribers. That kind of blows my mind. If I thought about sitting in front of 4,200 people, that would scare me to death. And so I'm glad, thankfully, we got me, and then we got the camera between us. That is definitely the way I prefer it. That many people in one spot would be crazy. But to think about the fact that over 4,200 people have said, hey, we want to see more of this guy. We want to see what they're up to, and have found it helpful. That's really, really fun. And so I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing. If you enjoy our content, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot, and I really appreciate it. Also, drop a comment. I'm still small enough on the channel that I can take and reply to most of the comments. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right. Champion worked long and hard. There's the first one we did. Look at how much better that looks. And these slants, you can see staining on them still. We're going to give them a spray down with D2. But just look at how much cleaner they look. Amazing. The difference. Pretty awesome. And these were some dirty, dirty stones. And there's still some dirt. There's still some staining, I should say. But we will spray them down now with D2. And that will help take the rest of the staining away. But looks like almost a new stone. Now I'm seeing a spot here. Yeah. Some stuff was missed. Champion! Hook it back up. Turn it back on. Come here. So I don't know. Yeah, it's picking it up. I kind of did this half, and then I left this second half to Champion. Never checked it after. And so there's just some areas. Sometimes on the polish, it's hard to see, especially when it's wet. But just a little touch. We'll hit it quick here. He's way over there, taking the water. He's hooking it back up. All right. We got somebody weed eating here a little bit, so it might be a little loud, but I wanted to talk about this. You didn't see a lot of scrubbing. We mostly did power washing. Now, we're going to use D2, and that is especially for the stains. So, I'm going to spray this down. Especially want to get everything wetted where the stains are on that top. Everything that's still got some stained, dark looking stuff, this will take care of the rest of it. All right, I got all the D2 sprayed on. We got Champion out there working. He's getting all the hoses picked up and put in the back. I did get a pizza ordered though for him, so he's not gonna starve today, which is good. It's 2 o'clock, so we're far past time for lunch, aren't we, Champ?
Yeah.
Are you dying?
Yeah.
All right, he's dying. We'll get him some lunch. All right, here we are, back where it all started. I am amazed how good these look. They just turned out so well. You know, the D2 cleaner that we use now just makes such a difference. When we get done and we finish with that D2, it takes the stains off. I'll give you some close-up shots so you can kind of see here. Now this has just a little bit of staining still on the top. You can see kind of right there, a little bit of darkness. So I'm gonna hit these actually one more time. But my goodness, if this was all the result I got right here, I'd be quite happy, I think. But we will give it just a few more spots. We'll give it just a little extra treatment. But hard to argue with these results. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming along. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all of these stones get cleaned up and get looking good. It is amazing what can happen when you take a little bit of time, take a little bit of effort. You really can do a good job. and I really feel pretty happy with how these turned out. There is still a little bit of staining, but like I said there at the end, I put a little more D2 on there, and I think that'll kind of take care of the rest. But I will go out and check on them, but I didn't want you guys to have to wait another month to see how stuff's looking. I kind of wanted to get this video out so you guys could enjoy it. Hopefully you found this video educational and entertaining. That is always my goal here on this channel. Thank you guys, and we will see you all next time.